Down this week. He came down from Illinois, pretty close to Indiana as well. So we worked with Sean about a year ago. He came to us out of another system, large system in the country that makes pediatric prosthetics. And when he came to us, he was wearing pin locking gel liners, and he had just some feet that mounted on the bottom, the distal mounted feet. So he came to us a year ago, and then we transitioned him from gel liners to this P-Lite supercondylar system that he just wears 2-ply to 3-ply socks sometimes, depending on volume fluctuations. And because bilateral, we were able to make posterior on feet for him that allows height adjustability, and he was able to become more active with these types of feet. Empty blade runners not only provides just running blades specifically, we also like to provide higher activity prosthetics that allows people to achieve new goals. This past year, Sean's become more active in baseball. Now he's looking forward to becoming active in soccer as well. So when he first came to us, he never had the pressure around his knee for the suspension that we're using currently. And so it took him about a year to kind of get used to some of that, as far as just the new sensations around his knee that he must tolerate in order to have the prosthesis suspend due to the presentation that his residual limbs have. And so do you mind slipping your legs off as I talk about this a little bit, Sean? So the way this thing holds on a little bit is it's a laminated frame with a P-Lite flexible inner, you can call it, and there is a medial wedge along the medial PML of his bilateral residual limbs here. We encased the P-Lite with leather just for durability and put pull straps on here, because when he dons it in a little bit, he pulls up on him. He's a rough kid. He came to us, and these P-Lites had holes in them. He had broken heel springs, and so we had a large tune-up to do for Sean to allow him to be active this year and achieve new goals that he might have for himself. And so this is Sean's presentation. He has amniotic band syndrome. I think, is that what it is? Or fibular hemimelia, perhaps. And so what you might notice is he does have a heel pad bilaterally, but they're not bulbous. So we were unable to suspend distally on anatomic bulbousness that presents a lot with fibular hemimelia. And these are the landmarks that we made from the first night of casting when he got down here. We identified the standard landmarks, and our incremental measurements is what we take. We were cautious to make medial lateral measurements along the apex of the femoral condyles, as well as noting how much we can compress up here. And we were able to compress a little bit more this year round because he's had the opportunity to get used to wearing a supercondylar system. The main thing he came to us with was just loose fitting sockets, and then also broken heel springs in his plates. And so we were able to duplicate the same system that he had the previous year. If you don't mind, we'll show you how he puts on his prosthetics. So a year ago, he came to us with a lot of skin irritation due to soiled gel liners and being a sweaty kid. He now uses a Swiftwick sock. He's stretching out a lot. Actually, you shouldn't really stretch out too much, which is fine. But anyways, this is what he uses to put on every day. So instead of having him to keep up with washing his liners every night, washing his legs every night, or having his parents wash his liners, we're able to simply just give him a sock and then a foam insert that he's able to pull on and sanitize himself with ultraviolet light, alcohol, soap and water. And then these are actually more durable than liners. They last longer. His last set lasted him a year. He just got some breakdown from the socket around the flexible trim lines. So that's why we encompass it with leather this time, just for durability. And he just slides into these sockets, pulls one on at a time, and then he's ready to go. So this is a more hygienic, more cost-effective, and more prevents skin irritation prosthetic system that we've used with Sean that he's been successful with. So it's a good recipe. We just improved it this time of year, and so they're ready to hit the road and go back home. So thanks for working with me, Sean. We'll see you later, man. All right.